Hi guys, it's Jimmy, and I was watching a couple of YouTube videos today, and I wanted to get your opinion on them. I thought it'd make an interesting video. So, yeah, a bit of a lazy Friday afternoon. So I was watching a couple of channels I like to watch. One of them's Craft and Tailored. He showcases some really beautiful vintage watches, and yeah, I think it's one of the most underrated watch channels on YouTube. And the other channel I was watching was Sharf. So yeah, enjoy watching this channel also. So I'll get straight into it. I was watching Cam on Craft and Tailored. He was showcasing a 2007 GMT Master 2. So that's the reference 16710. This one had the rarer stick dial, or error dial as they call it, where at the end of the GMT Master, instead of having the proper Roman numerals, it's just got two sticks. So I'm sure if you watch my channel, you'll probably already know that. Anyway, this particular watch was combat used by a Delta Force soldier, so it's seen a couple of tours, I think, and so the provenance was really cool, and it was a full set. And I picked up on one thing when you were showing the full set. I noticed that it had the gold-colored Rolex service booklet. So that usually means the watch has been to Rolex for a service. And the reason I'm saying this is because some people think that the stick dials are service replacement dials. And I don't know either way. I'm not saying one way or the other. But I just thought that when I saw the service booklet and Cam was mentioning how the watch was in unpolished condition, it was scratched all around from being used in a combat situation. But he did notice that the crystal, the sapphire crystal, was perfect. No nicks, no chips, no scratches, no markings on the crystal. That made me think. It just popped in my head that, well, it may have had the crystal replaced at service, and while that crystal was replaced, maybe that dial was replaced. So it just sort of gave me that little bit of reason for maybe why that could be a service dial. Now, it can be completely wrong. I just wanted to see what you guys think. But yeah, when I started putting that little bit of evidence together, I mean, if it's a combat used watch, how did the original crystal survive without any chipping or marking? Yeah, I just can't see how that would happen. It's been in a pretty goddamn rough environment, So there was that. Let me know what you think, guys. And then on Roman Sharf, I was watching a video where he was promoting a new microbrand called Aventi. Now, Aventi is, I think they're both Australian, these guys. They started this little microbrand only months ago, apparently. And they've made these sapphire cased watches. They're sort of inspired by supercars, I think Lamborghinis in particular. And they've got some Chinese tourbillon movement. Now, yeah, we know sapphire crystal cases are complex to make and expensive to make, but their pricing on these sapphire models starts at about 5,000 US and runs up to about 10,000 US for the blue sapphire. Now, yeah, that's getting right up there, with the prices. They're aiming big. So I got sort of confused with it, thinking, who's going to spend that kind of money on these Chinese tourbillons, and what about the potential warranty issues? Like, I'm sure if you mistakenly tap that Chinese tourbillon, it could jar and stop working, and I don't know, I wouldn't, And I mean, the guys buying these watches may not know how to be careful with a tourbillon watch, whether it's made in China or, or Swiss made. They are delicate pieces. They can't take knocks. So it's kind of like a lot of guys that hear about AP and they go buy, an AP, and I don't realise, like, everything is delicate on that. It's not. It looks like a sports watch, but it's anything but a sports watch. You don't go and start, playing tennis with it, or riding the motorbike and letting it rattle away on your wrist, or you got to be very careful when you unscrew the crown and set the time. You don't just pull on that crown like it's a Rolex crown. They're very delicate. And same with this brand. I think they've got that potential problem where their clientele may not understand that, you know, it's not just some sort of fashion watch with a quartz movement in there where it doesn't really matter what you do to it. It's got this Chinese made tourbillon. Things can go wrong, and it's not a cheap watch. So yeah, I don't know how they're going to go with it. As for Roman Sharf, yeah, I think he's you know, in that grey market, he's an industry titan. He knows a lot. He's a smart guy. And he lets his viewers know a lot too. He gets quite in depth about his business. I mean, don't worry, he doesn't tell you everything. Why should he? It's his business. But he does give you, you know, a really good eye into his the way it all works. And then he also shows a whole lot of great watches that, you know, a lot of time you would not get to see. He always has a lot of expensive shit on his channel too. And he's got passion for it himself. He loves new, he loves vintage. He's got a few nice vintage pieces. He doesn't pretend to know it all about vintage, and, you know, so he's not the most modest guy in the world, but neither should he be. He's done well for himself, and I respect him. And yeah, I like watching his channel. But I think he's a nice guy, helping promote these guys with their micro brand, because he really doesn't have to. That's the last thing he needs to do on his channel. But I think he was, you know, giving these guys a bit of help, and I wish these guys well. But they did mention how they want to sell these watches. That they know collectors with, you know, big collections. They're looking for a new way, or you know, something new, different for their collection. But I don't see how that's going to be, you know, a Chinese tourbillon in a sapphire case. I mean, I've got a decent collection. I'm not looking for something like that. But anyway, that's me. Guys, let me know what you think. And till next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.